Welcome to the Pool Nation podcast, where it's all pool talk. And we ain't talking about netting and jetting or splashing and dashing. We're talking about becoming a nation of pool pros. We talk about the latest products, trends, and training in the pool industry. Now let's welcome your host, with over a decade of industry insider experience and still the reigning champion of Marco Polo, Edgar De Jesus, and his co-host, John J.J. Flawless, the fastest netter in the West, and Zach the Pool Boy Nicholas.
I hear myself think.
Well, welcome everyone to the Pool Nation Live podcast with myself, your host, Edgar De Jesus. And yes, I am the reigning champion of Marco Polo, along with John J.J. Flawless, the fastest netter in the West, and the famous Zach, the Pool Boy Nicholas. Today, we are talking about the Pool Nation Award nominations that are officially open. We're super excited about that. So we'll do a deep dive into that. I want to welcome everyone to our live podcast, a podcast where it's all pool talk. And we ain't talking about netting and jetting and splashing and dashing. We're talking about becoming a nation of pool pros. And yes, we will talk about the latest products, trends, and training in the pool industry. But before we get started today, I want to thank our sponsors for this podcast, the Ultimate Pool Tools, the SPPA, Blu-ray XL, Aquastar Pool Products, Natural Chemistry, Raypack, and Heritage Pool Supply. We want to thank them for their continued support. Mr. Zacharias, we went on to a new platform, and in typical fashion, I just broke it. I just broke the podcast like I normally do. So how you doing?
I'm good. I'm trying to figure out, have you come up with a name? I feel like whenever you work the board, you need to have like a cool DJ name.
That's true, right? Spider's got his spider name. So
I'll call you the raccoon.
The raccoon. So how you doing, Mr. Zacharias? It was great going down and seeing you Monday. So what's today? Shoot, today's already Saturday. It's already been a week.
Yeah, it's crazy. It seems like it was so long ago. When you were here, I think the warehouse was still full of inventory, maybe. We had kind of a thing when we moved in where we were kind of holding some inventory. So we didn't get full access to our warehouse until just recently. And so it's been real exciting to kind of expand out. We're finally setting up shelves and putting away products. And we put in 2 new LED lights today to test them out, and they're 21,000 lumens. So as long as you don't look up, yeah, you're good.
That's absolutely crazy. So John, I was able to go down there. So I had a crazy week because it was Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And then Sunday I turned around, jumped, and drove down to Houston. Luckily, I went with my daughter because she has some friends down there. And so she stayed at her friends, and I drove from there down to Lake City, which was about an hour, and got down there, I don't know, midnight, 12:30, something like that. And then Zach was like, "Hey, Edgar, can you be here early in the morning?" And I'm thinking, yeah, early in the morning, like 8 or something like that. He's like, "How about 6:45 a.m.?" And I'm like, damn, you're too early of a riser for me, Zacharias. So
You made it though. You got to hang out with the team.
Yeah.
But I'm a little offended you left so quickly because we didn't get to make the circuit down here.
Well, I do have to tell you, John, so I do have to tell you what I felt like. This is what I personally was feeling, John.
Do tell.
I feel like I was being just, I don't know, let me find a politically correct word to say. I don't know. I was like his little puppet, his new toy that he just wanted to go show around town to everybody is kind of what it felt like.
Yeah.
So
I was trying to take him on a signing circuit.
He was just kind of trying to take me everywhere, but it was funny because everywhere he called, nobody was there. Like, we're not here today. So
no one wanted to see you.
Nobody wanted to see me. That's what it was. They're like, we see him enough on the live and the podcast, so we don't want to see him. But it was great coming down there, Zach, and hanging out with the team and meeting everybody in person, watching, looking at the facility. And we'll get into that on a different podcast. But anyways, it was great to get down there and meet everybody. We turned around and drove back on Monday, John, and I was very lucky because my daughter was at her friend's house. So I drove to there, and then she drove home, and I literally like put my head back. We stopped at a Buc-ee's, and after that, I put my head back and woke up 2.5 hours later. She kind of drove home, put her country music on, and drove us home. So, hey, big shout out there to everybody, Maria, Tori, Janie. Big shout out to everybody jumping on this 4th of July weekend, right? So, Mr. JJ, how you doing, man?
I'm doing well. I was doing well until you adjusted the lighting here for everybody. I'm out in Texas, and today we had a very, very successful day of content. Right, Edgar? You happy?
We've got Zach. We got about 60 videos out of John today.
Yeah. So, and
but I didn't let him breathe. He was like, I'm shut up and get in front of the camera.
Oh, dude.
Oh, but I need to go to the bathroom. I could care less. Get in front of the camera. And so I just
rolled
slaved
video.
it. Like, yeah, I just like rolled.
Well, we came today. It had to happen, right? Because this was planned for today. We were going to do. We had a podcast set up. Some conflicting schedules happened and didn't work out. So we said, hey, look, let's keep the flight out to Texas, and we're going to come out here and we're going to roll with these videos we're talking about and get this content going. So I said, absolutely, that's what we're going to do. And yesterday I came over in the morning, not too early. I was around right before 11 o'clock I got here, and things were going, but was just an off day, and things, Mama wasn't feeling too good, and we were supposed to get things done and do stuff, and it just didn't work out. I said, hey, look, you know what? Today's not going to work. Let's just do tomorrow. We still have tomorrow. So I came today with a go get 'em attitude, and I was ready to rock and roll. So we made it happen. I was up here. We actually did about 60 some videos, so I'm feeling pretty good about it. And Edgar kind of has this whole setup here. And if you guys know, I'm kind of, Edgar does in all fashion. We have to really give some props out to what he really does, because there's a lot of prep and stuff that he has to go through. And if you can see, if the cameras can actually see the desk right now of all the gadgets and gizmos and everything we have to make this happen, it would be much appreciated. But us, Zach and I, can sit back and kind of laugh and joke right now. And it was like the ongoing thing I was saying, look, dude, with Edgar and all the stuff we have to kind of get prepped, and we just kind of sit here and talk. There's literally like 10 hours worth of like preparation, you know what I mean, to get these things going, to get these videos going and make it happen. So when I sit down to do this podcast now, and he goes to set up the lighting, instead of trying to make me look good, he's trying to make me look bad. And I'm sitting here looking at it right now, because we're talking about all getting old, and you can see, like, you can define like the wrinkles and the bags under my eyes right now, and then the wrinkles on my forehead. And I'm looking at you for some reason. You got this beautiful filter. Your face looks like all flush and perfect, right? Zach purposely a little blurry, so he looks younger than, and I look like the hag right now. And I'm trying to figure out, like, dude, you completely set me up right now.
It's because I ran you so ragged with all the videos that you have to do that you're like exhausted right now. You're like,
so I'm sitting
here
going,
need to go.
I need to do something.
Here. Watch this, Zach. Talk to him for just a second. Now,
right,
I'm going to
fix it for me.
So here's the thing: is
you're giving me a complex, bro. Dude, I'm getting old.
For everybody watching. So John and I are actually in the set. So John flew out to Dallas. So he's here. He's at my house. We set up upstairs. Zach is in Houston. And there you go. LOL, you're as handsome as ever, is what Janie's saying. And she's downstairs.
Yes.
So anyways, so let me fix his lighting for just a second, Zach. So can you distract them for like 30 seconds? I'm going to step out of the camera here and kind of get him set.
See what I mean, Zach? Dude, he does this on purpose. And then on top of that, he knows I'm a Raiders fan. And he sets me up to where I have a Broncos jersey behind me right now, too. So it's like, so the anxiety that I'm getting right now is like at an all-time high right here, but I'm going to try to make it through.
Look at how much better he looks.
I do see. Look, I automatically look 10 years younger.
Yeah.
But what everyone can't see is that you've got like 10,000 lumens shining in your eyes right now, right?
Right. For real, right?
I know how it goes.
Yeah, for real. So no, look, I'm excited. Today was a really good day. Looking forward to it. All the content getting uploaded. I think it was very productive. We could have done more. We will do more, and we're kind of getting in our groove. And what we're doing is we're fulfilling the promise that we made, that we said, hey, look, there's a lot of questions that have been asked, and we haven't had the ability to do it on our lives or on our podcast, simply because I guess we're very long-winded. And we did this short videos that we're going to be doing, roughly about 3 minutes or less, for all the questions that you guys have submitted. So we got through a laundry list of them today. So those of you that are there, get our app, make sure you jump on there and submit some more questions so that we can get online and answer them for you.
Absolutely. So, for those of you that are asking out here, yes, we are using a different platform. Everybody's kind of liking the split screen, is what I'm getting in the messages over here. So, I do want to come back. Deb, big huge shout out to you. Now, Deb, I do have to ask you if you're still listening. Has anybody nominated you for Pool Girl of the Year? Because we kind of started with the nominations, and John came in this morning, and I was excited because by the time John came in, we already had like 26 different nominations. And we've still had some more for today coming in, which I thought was great because first of all, it's a weekend, right? So I really kind of thought nobody was going to pay attention until Monday, till everybody comes back to work. So that was pretty cool. And
You know what's cool?
yeah, what's up?
That I finally get access to chat on this platform that we're using. Usually you guys are there sitting there doing your chat thing, and I'm sitting there lost in the mix, and I don't get to see it. But now here I can see everything here.
I just figured it out.
Right. You see that? But unfortunately, Edgar is like, I guess apparently I'm not an administrator or something. I can't chat. I can't do something I can't chat. I can't.
Zach, you'll feel my pain. I've given him the username and password about 16 times.
Yeah.
And I keep telling him, dude, just when Google pops up to save it, just click save.
Right.
You know, and every time he's like, I don't know the username and the password. So,
I still don't know it.
yeah. So yeah, give me a break. You get into the chat thing and figure it out. Listen, I was doing a studio thing and they were able to hack into my phone by figuring it out. So if you guys can't do that, I think you guys have problems if you can't figure out my passwords, which should be pretty easy. Obviously, we've been hacked before, right? And so was our Instagram. So,
Right.
so I better work on that.
Yeah, we need to put some money into security, right?
Oh man. So anyways, I do want to, so Deb, big shout out to you out there. Oh my God, there's Deb. Not at all long-winded. I don't know. My daughter is doing it. Hi, Zach, is Melanie. Is giving you a shout out, Zach. But Debbie does want me to tell everybody, hey, go nominate Deborah Martin. So and look at that. Kevin's on here. Kevin, shout out, brother. Big shout out to you out there. Anyway, so Kevin's on here as well. Kevin, brother, I appreciate you being on here. Big shout out to you. Thanks for all your support that you do for us. We really, really appreciate that. So guys, obviously the nominations are coming up. We're going to talk about that. Want to talk really quick about the Pool Nation Boot Camp. And that is
yep, you just got called out. See, look on you called me Debbie again.
No, that wasn't me. That John did a dare.
Ooh,
Deborah.
No.
Deborah, John said, I
would never.
I dare you.
Never do
I
that.
dare you.
Never.
And so anyways, Pool Nation Boot Camp. Let's talk about that very quickly. So we opened up nominations Wednesday night. We are at about 47 people registered. We can only hold 80. We're going to be talking about that soon on a different podcast. But for any of those that are out there, August 18th, 19th in Houston, League City, at the Pool Boys' new headquarters, we're going to be doing 2 days of training. We are going to be doing classroom style. We're going to be doing water chemistry. We're going to be Melanie Linton is registered. Yes, I saw your registration. Excited to get out there and meet you out there. So get out there. We're going to be doing some classes, water chemistry, borate. John's going to be teaching some borates out there. We're going to be doing ozone. We're going to be doing salt system pools and how to manage salt system pools, everything that you need to know about salt systems. And then on Saturday, we're going to be doing actual hands-on classes. And where our classes are going to be a little bit different is it's, truly hands-on. You're going to be cutting wires. You're going to be stripping wires. You're going to be connecting pumps. You're going to be learning how to wire automations. You're going to be doing all that fun stuff. We have partnered with Aquastar. Big, huge shout out to Aquastar for supporting us. Big, huge shout out to Hayward. They have joined us as well. And that's going to be super epic. We're going to have giveaways. We're going to have all kinds of stuff out there. We're working on a couple other things that are going to be going on. So we're super, super excited about that. So if you want to go, my suggestion to you is register right away because we are already more than 50% full and we only opened nominations 2 or 3 days ago. So get out there. Register. It's absolutely free, 100% free. All you got to do is just kind of get down to Houston, get out there, and the classes are 100% free. The other thing that I wanted to talk about really quick.
Free.
Free.
Not for a limited time, no coupon code or whatever. Free.
Yep. You don't need that. Yeah. You don't need to
that
enter
code or any. It's free.
It's nothing. All you do is register. It won't ask you for a credit card. It won't ask you for your first child. It is 100% free for everybody.
Yeah, we're not we didn't introduce it at a charge and then say, you know what, now it's free. No, it's free.
It's free.
From the get-go.
That's John's favorite. Free. It's just free.
Yeah.
So the other thing that I wanted to talk about is the Women's Summit 2023, Women Inspiring Women. That's going to be held August
25th.
25th, 24th, 24th, 25th.
Not that I didn't forget. I didn't forget. It was just that I wasn't paying attention to you like usual. And so when you said it, I wasn't thinking. And then I caught it at the very end. So any delay in the answer was not because I did not remember the date. It was simply because I just wasn't paying attention to you, Edgar.
Oh, hey, look at this. Hi, I'm Ellie, Deborah's youngest. I vote for her. It looks like that's what I'm talking about, people. Let's get it.
Melanie, look, you're going to hate this because I'm looking at the comments now too, and I'm going to jump in on them. I want a Pool Nation hat. Those are in the works, right? So we've definitely, we know it's important to get that merch out there. And then what we want to do is we just want to make sure we do some real quality stuff that we're going to have out there. We're going to figure out ways to get it going and get it designed, and we are in the works. And you can see Edgar right now is kind of wearing a shirt, one of our test shirts that we made to see if we like it. We're going to do a couple different tweaks to it, but we got hats, we got hoodies, we have shirts, we have some other things in the mix that we are creating, and we will definitely get those out there.
Absolutely. So those will be coming soon. The other thing, pink hats. Absolutely, Deb.
Let's do it.
Absolutely, pink hats. You got it. So the other thing that I wanted to talk about is that Women's Summit is going to be August 24th, 25th. We are going to have some keynote speakers. We're going to be having some workshops, communications. Super excited. We'll have some Q&A sessions, or we'll have lunch out there.
And I think we're full, right?
And we are full. Yeah, we are full. We are full for the women's networking event. We can only hold 102 women, and we are at capacity at this moment. So that's super exciting.
And we want to emphasize, ladies, it's not simply because we don't want more. It's just, unfortunately, we have, fire marshals. You can only have so many people in a room. And we just had an unbelievable turnout and want for it. And every year it's just growing and growing. And next year we will do our best. That want to attend. How many people?
102.
102.
Absolutely.
Pretty cool.
So super excited about that. And by the way, this women's summit is, completely ran by women. All we've done is, created that safe space. We have an MC in Alicia that's going to be coming in. We have a keynote speaker, Casey McGovern, that's going to be coming in. We have Leanne teaching some classes. We got Jamie teaching some classes. We have Stacy from Raypack that's going to be out there. We have Taryn that's going to be coming out as well. We've got Kim. We've got it's just going to be absolutely amazing. But this is an event that is driven by women, and everything is done by the women in the industry. So we're super excited about that. So anyways, gentlemen, let's jump into today's podcast because I'm super excited about this. So John, you were talking about it because, believe it or not, it's been a year already.
I can't believe it. I can't. I mean, I'm serious. I can't. And I don't know if it just seems like it's getting faster and faster every year that it's happening. But what it probably is that, I mean, one, time flies already, but we have some events that we've been doing now. We've been adding throughout the year. So it seems like, we usually have a few months worth of time in between things, but we got one thing after the other, and it's like once we get through with a great event, then we're off to trying to make the next thing happen. And by the time we look up for a breath of air, we're a year has passed by, and here we are again with the nominations. And I can't believe it's already been 3 years, let alone 1 year. 3 years, man, this is nuts. It's our third annual Pool Nation Award. And to see it grow every single year, and this year we know is going to be even more fantastic than it was last year. And last year was a complete hit, and everybody loved it, and everybody wanted to attend, and we couldn't take any more people. Literally, we're going to capacity. This year is going to be off the charts. And introducing this year, we took the feedback from people. What are we going to do this year that we didn't do last year?
Zach, what is it?
Zach is going to dance.
He's having a cough attack over there.
Dude.
Yeah, you're joking over there, right?
Yeah.
Your eyes are watering.
It's
You're
like,
I can't.
it's like they ask you a question right as you take a bite, right? You're at a restaurant and the server comes in and asks you how the food is right when you go. You take
What-
that big bite.
I'm going to say we're doing the after party. All right, so we're going to have the Pool Nation Hassa after party.
And it's going to be epic.
It is going to be epic.
Can I put my deep voice on that? It's going to be epic.
Epic. You know, we had the feedback that we got was, hey, you know, we provide dinner at the awards, which is pretty amazing. And last year it was a little slow. We got a little bit of feedback, so we got a couple tweaks that we're going to do there, and we got that streamlined perfectly. But after the award show, everybody was hyped and ready to rock and roll, and then everybody's like, okay, where do we go? You know, I want to continue celebrating. You know, it's like after the Super Bowl party, right? Or after, you know, you have a huge event,
Oscars,
or the Oscars,
whatever,
or
after
you know,
parties.
or graduation or something. You do that, and then you want to continue the celebration. Everybody network, mingle, have fun, talk, get to see the people that are there, and then build relationships and network like that. But unfortunately, we didn't have that. I mean, of course, we took pictures and people kind of mingled and sat there, but there wasn't really an event. So we said, hey, look, let's create an event. So we're going to do an after party.
Yeah,
So-
and it's like, you know, we spend so much time gearing up and getting ready and prepping and all that stuff. And for me at least, like, I'm excited to have that time to just kind of like breathe a breath of fresh air once we're done and actually get to have conversations and meet people. And this year I'm going to have to like drink some emergency and bring a rain or something. I don't know if you guys remember, I was like dying after the event.
Yeah, you were in bad shape.
Yeah, it was rough, but you bring a great point, Zach. It's, you know, we go there and part of this whole event is to be with everybody, right? And to see everybody out there, you know, to talk to our friends and fellow pool guys and gals and other manufacturers and reps and all the people that we know, right? And that are there, have the same vision, that are there to celebrate, you know, the pool guys and the pool girls. And, you know, that I believe we believe are the heartbeat of the industry. And we do all this, we do all that. And we're up there on stage and we're talking and, you know, hosting it. And then after it's done, everybody goes, and then we don't get the chance to really sit down and mingle and talk to everybody. But now we're going to be, you know, we're going to get to be there with everybody and kind of, you know, talk shop and have fun and celebrate with them. And then hopefully, well, I don't drink. None of us drink. Either three of us drink, but we know we know people drink and love to drink. So included in the after parties, what, Edgar?
It's all you can drink.
All you can drink
Can you
after party,
imagine?
right? It's
That's
going to
be so
open
awesome.
bar.
Open bar, baby.
Yeah, and open bar. So for those of you that can put them back,
Yep.
if you attend the Pool Nation Awards, you are welcome to the
Yep.
after party.
And here's what's
Yes.
going to happen though. So the people that are going to have a first shot to be able to go to the after party are the people that go to the awards. So you won't be able to just sign up to just go to the after party. You kind of have to go through the awards. Once those people register for the Pool Nation Awards and going down to the awards, then there'll be whatever spaces are open.
Yeah.
They can register to go to the after party. That way it's fair, right? And we give
Oh,
enough
for sure.
time for those people to be able to go. But we're working on some stuff. We're working on the space for it. If our dream comes true of the space that we're going to have for it, it's going to be just absolutely an epic close to the night. We're super excited about it. Shannon, big, huge shout out to you over here. I do have to give a big, huge shout out to Jeanette. And I know she's on here and she's saying, time flies, but gosh, Jeanette, you're just such a big supporter of Pool Nation from day one and all the events that we have. You always go. You were there last year. You helped with the awards. You did all that kind of stuff. So definitely wanted to give you a big shout out there. And then the other thing is Deborah. This is Deborah's mom. I vote for her. She's a winner. Man,
Dude.
Deborah is out to a quick run on tonight, huh?
Yeah.
Wow. So now we got to make sure that, somebody got to get out there, and I haven't looked at the rest of the nominations. So you might've been nominated already, but if not, it doesn't hurt to get 2 or 3 people to nominate you. So anybody out there, definitely get out there and nominate. The question, Deborah, is, are you going to be there? Cause you have to be there for the Pool Nation Awards. And we don't tell anybody who wins until they open up that envelope and they read the name of the winner. So, so super excited about that. So anyways, the nominations are open. They open July 1st. So everybody get out there, go to the Pool Nation Awards. Edgar needs a man-sized beard.
Man.
Oh, jeez.
Dude, I love Brian.
Oh, Brian,
you should post
Show
that
the picture.
yeah.
Show that picture.
Yeah, all right.
It's funny that you said that, Brian. Watch, check out this picture.
You know what? Here's what
He's been
happens.
dreaming.
Here's what happens is, people jump and they throw stuff out, right? And they're like, hey, let's let's make fun of Edgar and let's, do all that kind of stuff. But they forget that other people in the industry reach out to Edgar and say, hey, Edgar, I need you to have this ammo in case you need it at any time in your journey. And this is what I'm talking about. I will get ammo sent to me with regards to it. So,
dude, I think Brian looks great.
So anyway, so Brian and anybody listening, I suggest that you go to Facebook, you go to YouTube, you look at it. And I just shared my phone with the pictures on there. So,
Brian,
anyways,
I got one for you.
So anyways, so just remember, people, when shots are fired, right?
Right.
It's open game. So.
Right.
Anyways,
well, don't you have to show the picture of you with the beard?
So honestly, I was looking at growing a beard. Well, first of all, my wife said absolutely not. She would kick me out of the house. I think the
first one, you look almost like that Dos Equis guy.
Like the Dos Equis guy?
Yeah.
I thought I look more like Abraham Lincoln. Right? Let's take a look at it and see.
I guess you don't look like
I don't look like the
you don't look very
guy.
distinguished.
I
at all,
do
dude.
not. So anybody watching, anybody listening to this, if you want to see Edgar with a beard, go to Facebook, go to YouTube. You can check out the video there.
Show the one with the real beard.
I did more of like a Zach style beard on this one. But this one, that one didn't work out so well.
You look like you're gonna churn some butter.
I look like I'm an Amish kind of guy out
absolutely.
there. So anyways, so we're super excited. Get out there, go to poolnationawards.com, go nominate the people, right? We want you to be able to celebrate the best of the best. We have the categories that we're going to talk about, but specifically, especially when we're talking about Pool Guy, Pool Girl of the Year, Sales Rep of the Year, and we'll kind of get into some of the new ones that you guys asked for this year. It really means a lot to those people, and listening to their stories. John, Zach, we listened to Michelle last Saturday when they were on the podcast. We listened to Chris when we had them on the podcast, and I think one of the biggest things is that, we talked about it on that podcast is, a lot of times this could be a very lonely job, right? It could feel like you're just in this own closed bubble that you really kind of, and so for you to have other pool pros, and this is the biggest thing, for you to have other pool pros that look up to you and say this person is worth nominating is huge, right? But then to listen to their stories, to listen to their journeys, and to kind of see where they've come from and where they're at is just absolutely amazing. And I think that's what I love the best about, the awards and the nominations and the recognition, and that, it just puts you in a different mindset once you are nominated, once you win that prize.
Yes.
Nobody wants to talk.
No.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
you got very deep there.
Because
you got very deep there.
It's the truth. It's so freaking
look,
awesome.
it's the whole reason why we did this, right? And the reason why we wanted to do this, we want to celebrate the individuals out there that like the unsung heroes. And, everything usually, and it's not just a pool industry, but it's pretty much every industry, right? You celebrate the biggest of the biggest, and you forget about the soldiers and I like to say, and we like to say, the heartbeat of the industry, the ones that are out there making it happen. And too many times we celebrate the and again, we think and say, oh, the biggest build in the whole world, right? Or a builder or a company that has 10,000 accounts or 5,000 accounts, right? They must be amazing. And and then we highlight, and the spotlight is usually on the bigger players. And manufacturers do the same exact thing, right? A lot of the attention sometimes goes to the ones that are the biggest ones. Well, there's a lot more of us single polars or dual polars or people with 2, 3, 4, 5 trucks out there with, anywhere between 50 accounts to 200-300 accounts that are out there kicking butt every single day, making it happen. That I think that they need to be recognized. And this is a platform that we can recognize these types of individuals out there that are busting their hump every single day. So I agree. And I mean, that's the whole purpose of why we did this. And I think it is a pretty cool thing. And it's beautiful to see it blossom over the years and it become a bigger and bigger event, because the service industry is just as important as every other part of the industry, right? It's not just the builders that are the people look, oh, if you're not a builder, you're not important. No, I believe builders and service are equally as important. I believe the distribution side of the business is equally as important. I believe the manufacturers and the vendors are equally as important, right? We all have a role in here, and it's a shared role where not one's better than the other. And by having these awards and giving out these and recognizing these people and these individuals, and then also recognizing different products and reps and trainers that are only voted for by the service side of the business is pretty badass, to say the least.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I figured out a new little play thing on this screen here. So, by the way, I got my fingers, because the camera is backwards. So if I point that way, it goes in the opposite direction. But look right there. So I'm able to kind of share some of the comments from everybody up there.
So look, this was supposed to be a half-hour short, right, podcast, because we were doing an impromptu type thing. We're doing for the Pool Nation nomination, right, the awards, but we're at 32 minutes and we haven't even got through the categories yet.
So let's dive in.
All
right, let's do it. Okay, so everybody out there, nominations are open for the Pool Nation Awards, and here are the categories. John, you want to?
You want me to go?
Yeah, go for it. I'm going to play with the little buttons here and put some more comments on the screen while you do that. There you go.
Okay.
We got the first one here. So let's see here.
All right, guys.
There, go for it.
So the first category is Variable Speed Pump of the Year. Next is Best Residential Filter of the Year, Automation of the Year, Innovative Product of the Year, and Salt System of the Year.
And then we have Best Value Automation, Trainer of the Year, Pool Nation Hall of Fame #1, Pool Nation Hall of Fame #2, and Best Truck Wrap.
And then from there, we have Builder of the Year, Distributor of the Year, Sales Rep of the Year, Heater of the Year, and Pool Guy of the Year.
And of course, Pool Girl of the Year, Lifetime Achievement Award, the Zach, John, and Edgar Award, Retailer of the Year, and Pool Cleaner Suction Side.
And then we have Heat Pump of the Year, Woman Trailblazer of the Year, 30 under 40 Male of the Year, and 30 under 40 Female of the Year.
So those are all the categories that we have for the Pool Nation Awards. A couple of new categories, right? We have the Women Trailblazer of the Year. We have the Trainer of the Year, which everybody was asking for out there. Obviously, this year we have the Pool Nation Hall of Fame. That's a new part.
And then Retailer of the Year is new, isn't it?
And yes, the Retailer of the Year. So, so absolutely. The other thing that I wanted to do really quick, and we'll talk about the categories here in just a second. I did want to give a big, huge shout out to Brian. I know that I was joking around with him, and we're always joking around and stuff like that. But Brian from Hayward has just been nothing but absolutely amazing with Pool Nation and everything that we do. We reached out to him to talk to him and kind of really talk about, doing the boot camp, doing all the hands-on type thing. And he really kind of is a firm believer in it and kind of went out there and fought for that. And there's a partnership now where they're going to be doing the boot camp and stuff like that. And Brian is going to be doing and teaching the classes down there. So Brian, I know we always joke around. I know we're always kidding, but big, huge shout out to you out there. Shout out to Broswell's Pool Plastering. What's up, guys? Big shout out to you guys out there. Glad that you guys are on here. So I think what we need to do, guys, is, really kind of put an emphasis that we want everybody to get out there. We want everybody to register. Go to poolnationawards.com, register. If you've already registered last year, go out there, submit your nominations. This is the time of the year that we really kind of want to, highlight all those pool pros out there that make a difference, all your products, all those type of things out there. So Todd, big, huge shout out to you. Todd's Pool Service. He called me this week. We were kind of talking about some rebranding and stuff like that. So I appreciate the call. I do want to give out a shout out to Jay as well. Jay, gave me a call. So big shout out to all of you guys out there that are kind of moving and shaking. It's summertime. So they're all moving and shaking and making some great headway out there.
Yeah. And I just want to emphasize too, go nominate, because I think it happened the last 2 years to where we run out of time and people are like wishing they had gotten their nominations in. So make sure that you get out there. It's now open. Now's the time. poolnationawards.com. Go get it done.
Absolutely. Big shout out to Sheila out here from Smiley Pool Services here in Florida. And I believe you're coming over to the women's networking event, right? Type of message on there. Let me know. I believe, I think I saw your registration for it. Excited to being able to kind of connect and stuff like that. So, guys, I know that this is supposed to be a short little podcast episode. By the way, everybody stay tuned, because we are going to do this podcast that we need to put out right away just to kind of get that out. The other thing is we will have a follow-up podcast after this one. So we'll kind of be
going back to back today, baby.
Going back to back, right? So
Yeah.
we will drop this podcast, but we will be live probably within the next 10 minutes. We'll take a little break. We will come back. Let me do this. So I do still want to get your guys' thoughts here for just a second. But guys, let's do something really quick, just because obviously we have sponsors for the podcast. So let's take a word from our sponsors. And when we come back, I know this is a short podcast, but Zach and John, I still want to get your final thoughts.
The Hyper Pole from Ultimate Pool Tools is a pool care pole designed by pool professionals for pool professionals, featuring precision crafted carbon fiber and stainless steel construction. Go to ultimatepooltools.com or Instagram at Ultimate Pool Tools. Pool pros have specific needs when it comes to general liability insurance. The SPPA program has you covered. With 3 tailored and customizable general liability options, SPPA makes it easy for pool pros to feel secure. Find out more and get covered at thesppa.com. Now available, Pool Invoice. Pool Invoice is a pool billing software created specifically for the pool service and repair industry. It's developed for our industry and only our industry. Pool Invoice is built with recurring billing in mind. You can print, email, text invoices, or even send via WhatsApp. You can add recurring or yearly charges, accept credits, and set up autopay. You can even see when customers have seen the invoice. It even has a customer portal where they can log in and see, print, and pay invoices. It has all your customers' information on one page, so you don't need to search through hundreds of invoices looking for the one you need. Just go to the customer profile and it's all at your fingertips. Created specifically for the pool industry, Pool Invoice. Now available at poolinvoice.com. Blu-ray XL is the power of minerals working for you. Reduce your overall chemical costs and labor up to 50% guaranteed. Whether you have 20 accounts or 20,000, Blu-ray XL's direct pricing and free shipping to the pool trade have you covered. Improving pool professionals' profit and work-life balance is what they do. Blu-ray XL, the real mineral purifier. Visit them at blu-rayxl.com.
Blu-ray all day.
Aquastar's new pipeline cartridge filters, available in 2 sizes, deliver top-notch hydraulic efficiency along with best-in-class filtration performance, approaching that of DE filters. Uniquely designed, open pleat spacing means 100% of the media square footage is usable. And these claims are backed by NSF test results. Designed with the pro's time and comfort in mind, the patented double locking system improves safety and ease of access, making filter cleaners faster than ever before. Available now. Ask your supplier for pipeline filters today.
Natural Chemistry, a leader in specialty water care solutions for over 30 years, is proud to provide products that make pool service easier than ever before. Its unique enzyme formulations in Pro Series Pro Blend improve efficiency of your pool program while reducing frequency of filter cleaning and scum lines. Natural Chemistry is also well known for its wide variety of phosphate removal solutions that include a non-clouding formula in Phos-Free and extremely high range removal with Pro Series Phos Remove or Phos-Free Max. Save time, save money, save work with Pro Series products. Stop sacrificing durability or efficiency with the help of Raypak's new Avia HD models that utilize NITEC, their exclusive industry-first technology. NITEC heat exchanger technology is Raypak's latest solution to superior strength and maximum efficiency when it comes to residential pool heating. With 900% more nickel compared to copper nickel in critical surfaces, NITEC creates an ideal surface to protect against scale formation and erosion without compromising on Avia's 84% thermal efficiency. Learn more at raypak.com/NITEC.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Pool Nation Live podcast. We are out in Dallas with John. John's over in Dallas. We have been working him very, very hard trying to get some video content out there. We got probably about 60 videos. So he's exhausted. He's looking at me because he's starving. I know that he's really hungry. So we'll kind of see what that entails, and hopefully he doesn't get hangry.
I am hungry.
Yeah.
I haven't eaten at all. I haven't really eaten much since I've been here, and I'm been kind of a little off.
Yeah.
But I'm ready for a great dinner tonight.
Good. So anyways, guys, before we jump off of this podcast, super excited. Once again, go to poolnationawards.com, nominate out there for all the different categories that we have out there. You'll be able to see all the categories in the drop-down list. And Zach, let me get your final thoughts here.
Well, first, I just want to make sure John's okay, because watching that break looked like Edgar was just yelling at you and getting onto you, and he's pointing his fingers, and there was a lot of emotional expression. So are you okay?
Am I okay?
Yeah.
Yes. And Edgar was pissed at you because he had you muted for like the first 5 seconds of your final thought as well, too. So you were talking, but he had you muted. And that's why he's you could see he's a little blushed right there. He knows he's screwed up. He knows he's screwed up. So,
I ain't no spider. Right? If you are listening,
Yeah.
I am no spider.
Right, for sure.
I need
Spider. You still need a better name than the raccoons. So what I'll leave off with today is just, I'm super excited to get to hang out with everyone at the international show and the awards. And I'm especially excited to hang out afterwards and just get to mingle, talk to everyone. And I'm going to do my best to stay up super late. So it's going to be a lot of caffeine. Hopefully it's open bar on caffeine there, because I'm going to need a lot of it. But that's what I'm looking forward to.
The beauty is we have an Airbnb. So this year I will not have problems with coffee, because last year, oh my God, that was bad. I was drinking that drip coffee that I hate, and I was struggling, and the coffee from whatever the coffee place was over there wasn't that great either. So anyways,
Just gonna have a big suitcase with his coffee machine in it.
Oh yeah.
This is it.
I got my portable espresso maker, and that's going with.
No.
It's going. You watch.
No, I know. No, I'm telling him the truth here. He was on the phone with like FedEx or UPS or something, talking about special handling of very very expensive package that he needs to send. And if you've been to Edgar's house, he has like a $20,000 espresso machine.
Oh my God.
Right. I'm serious. This thing is like handmade in Italy. Right. And if you,
JD,
the minute you talk to him, right, he's very proud. He's like a proud father. And he starts going, so Antonio from Italy was the one who handmade my espresso machine. And I'm gonna tell you how mine's different from everybody else's and how it's important when I have my cappuccinos, because it needs to be so dry or da 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 da, or whatever. I mean, he is a man of coffee. So this year he's like, you know what, we can't stay in a hotel because I can't get this shipped over there. So I want to stay at an Airbnb ahead of time. And he is actually going to freight over his espresso machine to the Airbnb so that he can have his coffee, because if he doesn't have his coffee, he gets cranky, and nobody wants him to be cranky. So
our whole room was designed around Edgar and his coffee.
For sure, dude. For sure.
There's only one thing that I ask in life is
Yeah.
let me have my good coffee, right?
so-
The rest of it. I do want to say this though, Zach. John comes over and he goes and he has this chair at my house that he likes to sit over at the corner, and he'll sit there and then he'll look at me and goes, "Where's my coffee?" Just like that. Just like, "Where's my coffee?"
Yeah.
And then so he has this special little coffee that comes out of this coffee machine,
$20,000,
which is not $20,000, but sure, whatever. But he'll have his rest. And by the way, don't you dare, Zach, give him any sugar-free flavoring, because he'll have a freaking cow. So, anyways, John, final thoughts?
Yeah, no, just to tag on to what Zach was saying, this is what it's all about, right? And kind of the message and what we're trying to do here is celebrate the pool guy, the pool girl, and the voice of the service industry. And, to say, hey, look, we're all an amazing part and have an equal part. And the nominations is an opportunity for those of you out there that know of somebody who is great at what they do and might not necessarily have the spotlight that some others have had. And we're not aware of who they are. Is that time to kind of let everybody know and let the world know who they are, and let them shine. So I like getting to see the people that are nominated, because I get to learn who they are and their story and what they do, and hopefully build a relationship and friendship with them and learn from them. So what are you guys laughing at?
I'm laughing over here because Leslie said hi to Zach. And so Zach kind of posted, Leslie, "Hey, babe." So I just, obviously I put it because I have that new little play thing. So I posted it on the screen for him. So he kind of was like, I don't think he was expecting it. And he's like, oh crap. What did I type?
Right.
So now you have to be careful with what you type, because I just click one button and it shows up on the screen. So
yeah, look, that's it. I'm excited. I can't wait for it. This is probably one of the funnest times that we have, and I thoroughly enjoyed it, and looking forward to doing it this year. So everybody, make sure you go out there, put your nominations in. Do not be late. We stick by deadlines. And then once we get those nominations out there, make sure you vote for your favorite person or product.
Yeah.
And then we'll see you out in Vegas.
Absolutely. So super excited. I agree. I mean, this is one of those times, especially with the Pool Nation Awards, and don't, it's just such a time to get out there and kind of nominate those people that have helped you along the way, right? Or somebody that's an inspiration to you, somebody that you've heard their story, right? This is definitely the time to do it, to kind of get out there and nominate a pool pro. And this is, these awards are for the pool pros, by the pool pros, right? The pool pros pick the categories, the pool pros nominate, and then the pool pros vote. So anyways, get out there and nominate. Sheila is saying can't wait to get nominating. Get out there and nominate as many people as you want, as many product as you want. This is the time to tell everybody out there, great job. And we're super excited about the awards, super excited about that after party. And I can tell you this, like I always tell everybody, is the room, right, John and Zach? I mean, there's just such magic that goes on in that room at that night that it is just, it's hard to explain until you go, right? It's just this whole friendship kind of event where everybody just kind of comes together from all parts of the US. And last year we had people from Australia that came out to the awards and stuff like that. So it's a magical night. So anyways, Mr. Zach, Mr. John, I would say good night and catch you next week or next Wednesday. But everybody listening, everybody that's watching live, we are going to do another podcast right after this one. So we're going to drop this one and we will be back probably in about 10 minutes. Have a great one, guys.
See ya.
See ya.
Thanks for listening to the Pool Nation podcast, a member of the Pool Nation family. You can listen to us live every Friday here at 9 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Central, and 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. You can find us at Pool Nation or poolnationpodcast.com, on Facebook, or on Instagram at pool.nation. And to find more info about Pool Invoice, the billing software built specifically for the pool industry, go to poolinvoice.com. Before you go, this is what the pool industry has been waiting for. Poolmanuniversity.com. It's the first platform dedicated to learning the swimming pool service and repair industry, a pool service community where you can connect and find videos on business, service, water chemistry, and repairs. See you there at poolmanuniversity.com.